After the Romans left Britain, very little happened in the Redditch area before the Cistercian monks of Bordesley Abbey arrived. Icknield Street would still have been a major route, and there was almost certainly a route along the Ridgeway, which is now Ashwood Bank, Crab's Cross, etc. With the development of Redditch after the 12th century, there would have been links to Feckenham and other areas, but before the 19th century there were no regular road services to Redditch. Even salt had to be transported by pack horse from Droitwich. However, by about 1820 there were coach services to Birmingham, Ulster and the canal at Tardybig. Icknield Street at this stage would still have been a major route, and the important route north would be via this ancient road. Creating a network of well-maintained roads was one of the major achievements of the 18th century England. These highways facilitated the rapid and efficient transportation of goods and passengers throughout the kingdom. They linked the major centres of population by highways, which were in principle reliably financed and operated for the benefit of long-distance commercial traffic. In 1826 the turnpikes came to Redditch when the Pershore Road Turnpike opened. This was originally planned to run from Birmingham to Pershore and the Vale of Evesham to provide transportation to carry produce to feed the growing city. Within Birmingham, the Pershore Road ran parallel to its competitor the Bristol Road for several miles and was in total 15 miles long. Due to financial problems, the Birmingham to Pershore Turnpike was never completed and ended at Dunnington Heath, where there is, not surprisingly, a right-angled bend. However, despite this setback, it provided a major improvement to Redditch access roads. The turnpike roads had gates across the road at strategic points to collect tolls from travellers from outside the parish. Small lodges or cottages were built to house the toll collectors. The Birmingham to Pershore toll road had 6 main gates and 2 side gates. In Redditch there were 2 toll houses, one at the northern entrance of Bordesley and one at the southern exit at Mount Pleasant. Most turnpike trusts were wound up under the General Acts of Parliament between 1873 and 1878. The transfer of resources and sale of assets to repay loans was supervised by the local government board, which acted as arbiter for disputes. Toll houses were sold, gates torn down, and responsibility for the main roads passed to the highway boards. Bondholders were paid off with any residual funds. After the 19th century, there is little to add in terms of road changes. As this 1950 Ordnance Survey series map shows, the main Birmingham road, the A441, still passed directly through the town centre along Evesham Street, continued on through Headless Cross, Crab's Cross, Ashwood Bank, and then on to Evesham. This followed the route of the original Birmingham to Pershore Turnpike Road. The route to Bromsgrove in the west was via Bromsgrove Road or Birchfield Road. There was no connection between Forge Mill Road and the main Birmingham Road. Easmore Road was a dead end. The route south through Studley was along Studley Road. The route east to Henley and Arden was along the Minor B Road, Watery Lane, and Icknield Street was still a route for vehicles. Since early times, the centre of Redditch was the crossroads from the road from Birmingham going south and the road from Bromsgrove going on to Ulster. With the creation of the Kingfisher shopping centre, but without the improvement of the town centre road system, the situation was difficult. Using the old roads, as this Alcad How to Find Us map shows, a one-way system was developed. The roads were redirected to continue the route to Mount Pleasant and along Evesham Road through Headless Cross, Crab's Cross and Ashwood Bank and on to Evesham, and the road from Bromsgrove passed down Unicorn Hill. The route south through Studley was sent down Ipsley Street. This was clearly an interim solution to satisfy the requirements of an increasing car ownership and volume, and a permanent solution was required.